it's Mimikyu here, and I'm finally alive. Okay. Yeah, he's here.
That's Crona. I'm Ragnarok, you know that.
And we reacted to Death Battle, Guts from Berserk versus Nightmare from Soul Calibur. I'm excited. So, yes, you're new, huh? Yeah, and, awkward. Let's get started. Sorry, I'm not good at talking to people.
Then get better, damn it!
Untold decades, scientists have searched for a legitimate method of measuring a person's level of badassness, completely missing the obvious answer.
Just check out the size of his sword, like Guts, the brutal black swordsman from Berserk,
and Nightmare, the demonic scourge from Soul Calibur.
He's whizzing on boomstick.
And
Soul
it's our time to analyze
Calibur.
their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Is that the same as Soul here? Not quite. Just listen. But first, Guts.
In the realm of Midway, rumors run rampant of a man wielding a humongous blade slaying any who get in his way. But before his legend grew, this black swordsman was known simply as Guts.
Oh man, I'm so excited! Guts is one of the most badass and hardcore characters ever.
But the story of Guts is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, it's kinda dark.
After a brutal massacre, Guts was born from the corpse of his mother, who'd been hanged from a tree.
And we're just getting started.
I'm not even good. I don't even want to imagine how that happened.
Of mercenaries that was adopted by the camp whore.
Who died
Wow.
of the plague 3 years later. With no one left to turn to, Guts was mentored
Why
by the
do
mercenary
I
leader
feel
Gambino,
why
who
do I
began
feel
training him in
about
swordsmanship
me?
when he was just 6 years old.
Hey, Guts!
Abusement. Much?
Ow! Stop!
We don't carry any baby-sized swords for kids here anyway.
An extremely determined student of war, Guts was soon brought onto the battlefield and killed his first man at the age of 9.
Despite his skill, life wasn't all murder, sunshine, and rainbows. Young Guts was constantly abused in many ways that I don't really want to go into. But these awful things he had to endure kickstarted the long, excruciating process of grooming Guts into the scariest man in the world.
That's what I want to see.
After killing his crazed adoptive father in self-defense,
Oh.
Guts became a lone mercenary, and a damn good one. Recognized for
He
his skill,
killed
he was
his
recruited by
eye.
the mercenary group called the Band of the Hawk, led by an ambitious man named Griffith. The Hawk's
Who looks like a girl for some
first taste of
reason.
camaraderie and friendship.
Over the next 3 years, they single-handedly ended a 100-year war. Things were looking up for Guts. And then Griffith summoned a horde of demons, transformed into a bad monster.
For sensitive viewers, cover your eyes. This is gonna get messy.
Guts' soul by branding his neck. If that wasn't dramatic enough, Griffith then raped Guts' girlfriend in the pool of his friend's blood as he watched.
Ew.
Pinned down with his eye gouged out and forced to cut off his own arm.
Definitely not his best day. After
Sometimes
all
you
that,
got, if you
Guts
to
dedicated
cut your
his
arm off,
entire
I guess
life
you
to
have to make this.
murdering Griffith as painfully and brutally as possible,
Wow.
while fighting demons on a daily basis as they are drawn to his brand like moths to a flame.
But to do this, he needs the right tools for the job. He carries a belt of throwing knives and a pouch of mini bombs even demons can't take.
He also received a new mechanical hand, which houses a flamethrower, repeater crossbow, and a hidden single-shot cannon. Perfect for blasting a demon's face off. But none of that compares to Guts'
And
primary
here's the
tool
big-
of
the big
destruction,
boy
the giant
sword.
blade known as
Ew.
DRAGONSLAYER.
He looks like Crossover.
Massive, thick,
Wow.
heavy, and far too rough. It's too big to be called a sword. More like a heap of raw iron. And it might just be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Forged by the legendary hermit Godo, Dragonslayer was made to, well, slay a dragon. Unfortunately, it was laughed off as impossible to use by anyone.
Except for Guts.
Sitting 6.5 feet long and weighing over 400 pounds, the Dragonslayer is enormous, though not unfeasible. In real life, the largest sword ever used in battle belonged to a Frisian freedom fighter and stood 7 feet
Cause
tall.
you're a string bean whip ass.
Only 14 pounds.
Hey.
With a single swing of Dragonslayer, Guts can cleave through a man wearing heavy armor. Along with his weapon, his horse, and any other people, animals, or demons who happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And after killing over 1,000 demons, no, I did not stutter.
1,000?
Dragonslayer has bathed in so
Doom
much
guy,
divine
anyone?
blood that it now rests
'Cause
in both
he's
the
done that
physical and astral planes of existence. Somehow. Meaning it is capable of harming any supernatural being.
Even ghosts!
Crazy.
Yep.
Guts is an absolute monster in combat. He can move faster than the eye can track, killed 100 soldiers on his own in a single night, and once jumped in the mouth of a
What's
giant
kinda
sea
worse,
god,
guys,
cut
is
his
a
way
little-
through it, and killed it from
Ah,
within.
what?
I answer. I telling you,
Guts will
Crona.
do anything to defeat his foes, including jumping into fire or allowing himself to be impaled just to gain an advantage. And somehow he always survives. He's fallen hundreds of feet, gotten stabbed through the face, taken 1,000 supernatural punches at once, and even been run over by an elf fairy Mothra going
What the
suicide.
f is that?
His disregard for his own safety can be costly. Honestly, the only reason he's still alive is pure dumb luck and unstoppable willpower.
And if Gus wasn't just up on his own, he wears the Berserker armor, the most insane battle gear you've ever
Looks like an armored
The Berserker armor
skeleton
seals off the
now.
wearer's nervous system, making him immune to pain and its natural inhibitions. This allows Guts to fight at his fullest potential, boosting
Feels
his
like-
power and
feels like
speed
we're
at
going
the risk
over,
of damaging his
yeah.
own body.
With this armor, Guts' sword swing is more powerful than a cannonball, though the Force can break his own arm. But don't worry, the cursed Berserker armor will literally rip and pierce his body to pin the bones and muscle back in place.
Now, don't get the wrong idea. The armor does not actually heal Guts. It just holds him together. This is dangerous because, well, even though Guts won't feel pain, that doesn't make him invincible.
Plus, the Berserker armor also kinda forces Guts to give
He
into
turned into a dog.
sense of reality and strength, making him the most violent
well-
demon killer ever.
Violent and completely uncontrollable.
Guts is the embodiment of rage and the epitome of badassery. Believe me, the last thing you want to do is get in this guy's way.
My sword has gotten very dull. However, it's 3 times as thick and does 3 times the damage of a normal sword. You'd better pray you die quickly, or this could be painful.
Right
Long
now.
ago, transcending history
Yep.
and the world, an enormous sword was
It's a
forged,
living
designed
sword.
the deadliest weapon on the battlefield.
Yeah.
It was called Soul Edge, and it was a beast. Gigantic, powerful, sexy.
At a daunting 6 feet 1 inch in length, no ordinary soldier could wield it, but those who could proved unstoppable.
It left no survivors in its wake, just like my ex-wife at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
However, a great evil dwelt within the sword.
Oh.
After claiming victory upon victory and being bathed in the blood and hatred of countless foes, a fire was born inside the sword.
Oh.
Literally, it's a demon made of friggin' fire.
The demon Inferno had one purpose, to infect the world with evil and chaos. But in order to accomplish this, he needed a warrior capable of wielding the true power of Soul Edge. He planned to possess this warrior and transform them into the azure-clad Knight of Darkness, Nightmare. Inferno's first victim came in the late 16th century, when a pirate named Cervantes de Leon raided an English galleon and discovered the intriguing blade of war, claiming it as his own.
But as we know, this was no ordinary flesh-covered sword
Yeah,
with an eyeball.
it's not.
Inferno seized this opportunity and possessed the pirate, testing his body by slaughtering the entire population of a Spanish port town. Talk about a test drive.
Unfortunately, while powerful, Cervantes was not the ideal vessel Inferno sought.
So we made him sit in that town until 2 chicks showed up, killed his ass, and somebody more powerful picked up the sword.
That someone was a knight named Siegfried, and this was the body Inferno was looking for. Once
boy.
Siegfried's hand touched Soul Edge, Inferno began eating away at his soul, torturing him endlessly and feeding on his fear and anger, transforming him
my.
into Nightmare.
Ew.
Nightmare was powerful enough to threaten all of Europe, conquering whole armies and devouring thousands of innocent souls.
If you haven't figured it out by now, Soul Edge is kind of like the ring from Lord of the Rings. If it could cut people
I
open
remember
for
that.
souls.
Yep.
However, Soul Edge's power was incomplete. At some point, it had been broken, and shards of the demon's sword had been scattered across the world. To unlock Soul Edge's true power, Nightmare set off to find the lost pieces of his sword and repair it.
As Nightmare discovered each shard, the power of Soul Edge grew, and so did Nightmare's. He can fight with numerous stances, channel fire and lightning through Soul Edge, and devour the souls of hundreds at once with Soul Wave.
I'm close to you. Well,
Don't. Leon die.
Despite Nightmare's ever-growing power,
Yeah.
Siegfried constantly battled to free himself from Soul Edge's curse. And eventually, he succeeded. The two did battle atop Osterreinsburg Castle. But Nightmare's power was so great, the entire structure was obliterated by a single swing of his vile blade.
Just like a crazy ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
he figured if he couldn't have that body, no one can.
Soul Edge cannot be defeated by an ordinary blade.
What?
In fact, only one weapon has ever been able to harm it. A supposedly holy blade called Soul Calibur. Unknown
That's
to most,
Soul
Soul
Calibur?
Calibur is actually the final shard of Soul Edge, reforged into a second sword made specifically to combat its demonic counterpart.
Poor guy. How would you feel if some asshole decided to make a weapon specifically designed to murder you? And it kept showing up everywhere.
Nightmare has come close to conquering the world on numerous occasions, yet a warrior wielding Soul Calibur always seems to show up and hold him at bay. While Soul Edge seems indestructible,
Apart from that pesky holy sword.
Inferno does require a mortal body to create Nightmare. Should Nightmare fall, Inferno can risk his own life by manifesting himself to protect Soul Edge, as his very
Okay.
existence is tied to the sword.
But if Nightmare manages to absorb that final shard, Soul Edge and Nightmare will merge into their ultimate form. Night Terror. A larger,
Crazy.
deadlier, flyier nightmare.
Ow!
why,
Yeah, when one gains the power of flying.
Ow.
Done.
That's not a
No matter the
word.
time, place, or vessel, few can match the vile trio of Soul
Of
Edge,
course it ain't a
Inferno,
word.
and Nightmare.
I shall drown the world in both.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Yay! No!
Giant swords, yeah!
Let the fight begin, I guess. So, it appears they already found our opponent, huh?
Oh, no crap, no shit, man. And...
Yeah, silence.
You're in my way. Stand aside.
That's enough.
My darkness.
Yeah, here we go.
It's on now. That's good.
Guys, go. I enjoy these songs.
I'm thinking Nightmare will win.
You so you are. How are
You got guts, I'll give you that. Oh, you make... No pun intended, huh? Yeah.
Huh?
Just a cut. He's going through Nightmare now. You can't stand a chance against him. gonna lose.
It's intense. What's that? Here he comes!
Ooh.
He played him! He played him like he wanted him to me!
You gotta be kidding me.
I told you to stay out of my way.
Wait.
It ain't over yet. Inferno's coming now.
Oh, I forgot about that. There he is!
Well, there's the armor we need. Oh, come on! He lost! And he's just going pew, 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 pew.
Well, Nightmare wields more power than Guts.
He
This is what
won!
Guts does every
Guts
single
won!
day.
That's
He gets
just
the
what
shit
I
kicked out of him trying to
imagined.
defeat gods and demons leagues above his abilities and still prevails.
It's true, all his life.
I mean, this guy lives in a world where
I knew
giant
he'd
monsters
win.
are trying to kill you, eat you, rape you, or all three at the same time.
What?
And that's just Monday.
It's true. All his life, Guts
What?
has had the
I'm
odds stacked
a
against him.
I
and
knew
yet
Guts
he's still
would
kicking
win,
while
dude.
everything else is dead.
Oh, but Wizard,
Because
I thought
Guts
only Soul
seen.
Calibur could destroy Soul Edge.
That's also true
Sure.
in the Soul Calibur world. However, Inferno exists on an astral plane. If you recall, Guts' sword DRAGONSLAYER also exists on such a plane, leaving no question that it could destroy Soul Edge. Plus, his Berserker armor bought him plenty of time to land the killing blow.
Yeah, because it will literally let you fight on until all of your bones
Yeah,
are
but it was
shattered
all
and the
used
last
at the
drop of
end,
your
I
blood is
believe.
spilled.
And it's not like Soul Edge was gonna have any luck tempting Guts into picking it up and turning into another nightmare. Not only has Guts
Yeah.
dealt with enough demonic shit to know that's a bad idea, he really loves that DRAGONSLAYER. He's not giving that up for anything.
Never
Guts
get,
was
don't
just
get
a whole nother caliber.
The winner is Guts.
And that's it.
In darkness. Now I'm hungry. Well, yeah, I like that too.
Oh, come on. The result's biased. Biased.
Oh, give it a rest. I gotta have a little talk with Ragnarok.
Well, yeah. I guess I'm about to do it. So, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's slumber forever.